What's up, Scorpios? This is Jesse with 44 Astro, and this is your tarot reading for the new moon in Cancer, July 17th, 2023. Not only is this new moon in Cancer, which is ruled by the moon, it is on a Monday, which is the moon's day, while the sun is also in Cancer, which is ruled by the moon. So this is a very powerful time to set intentions. If you want to accomplish something in this world, I would suggest that you set your intentions in whatever way you do to get what you want. I'm going to use the Moonology deck to draw a card for intention for this reading. Then I'm going to do a Thoth spread with the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. And I'm going to clarify with the Thoth deck. I too am a Scorpio, so this reading is somewhat for me. Though it's hard to read for yourself in general, but hopefully it resonates for me as well. Give me a card for intentions for this new moon reading in Cancer, July 17th. I was glad to see on my first video there's a good amount of Scorpios that watch their video, which is awesome because we are kind of all into this type of stuff, right? We're all into the occult, and oh, we got two. Of course we got two. Ooh. Prosperity lies ahead and new start is coming. Oh yeah. Let's focus in. Come on. Sometimes you get just a little bit away from it. Oh, come on. Well, that's what it says, right? You got prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus, and a new start is coming, new moon. On this new moon. It's beautiful. Got that good coming our way. Let's hope. Let's see what the situation is in general. I know that my intentions involve prosperity, involve money. I'm pretty lucky in my love life and in my home life, so all that's kind of set for me. So I guess I'm just trying to get completely stable. There we go. I wouldn't necessarily say lucky. I had to work for it, but it's good. 21 years I've been in a relationship, so, and I got a bunch of little fur babies. I don't have kids, but I got fur babies. All right, let's see. This is where I wanted to stop. What do we got for the Scorpios and for me? Because I am part of the collective for sure. I mean, no matter what, it looks like prosperity's coming, and these cards aren't necessarily the greatest. I always show the bottom, even though it doesn't necessarily matter to me much what the bottom says. It says that we have prosperity coming and a new start. The current path looks alright with love and justice. But let's see, this is basically the current question, or the current situation. Looks like rest, strength, and the Magician. It looks like that we've pretty much done everything we needed to do, right? It's like you're wanting to rest, or I'm wanting to rest even. Like we feel like we've done enough, or we've done a lot, that like we've done what we needed to do to have our power over the material world. And now we have all the tools to accomplish it. And I think our new start is probably, that's what our question is. You know, do we have everything we need to accomplish whatever it is that we need to accomplish? And maybe we even feel like we're in this like rested state, even like, you know, you can only do so much before you wear down. And maybe, you know, I know I feel like that a lot of the time. And maybe you feel like that. Maybe you feel like, you know, I need to take a break, but have I done enough? But it looks like we have done enough, and that we do have what we need. This is the path that we're on. It's all full of love. This path is full of love and justice and balance. Looks like the love life is good. If you're not with someone, someone's coming. And it looks like a new relationship. Unless you're already in a relationship, then it looks like it's just really good, and you're going to keep it really balanced. But yeah, it's just all love and balance on the current path. So we definitely want to stay on this path. That's what it looks like. The other path looks like it's got some confusion on it. And I think that involves our passions, and Scorpios have strong passions. Yeah, it looks like it could be that, you know, you're getting married. Or I mean, I'm already there, so I can't really do that again. unless I wanted to do like just a ceremony type thing. It could be getting married. Cup overfloweth, for sure. Love's coming in. You decide to get married. Or maybe you decide to propose, or somebody proposes to you, the person that you love. Prosperity lies ahead. I mean, cup overfloweth. Could be that you get some kind of gift or inheritance from someone that you love. Someone in your family, maybe. Because, I mean, they could be all that, like wills, inheritances, lawsuits. Could be like some kind of lawsuit you win or that you're involved with. I don't know what the love would all be around it for, but it can make you find love or your cup overfloweth. But either way, it looks like it's balance and love over there, like it's all good. That's the path that we're on. The other path, Seven of Cups, Death, and the Queen of Rods. This looks like being confused by our passions. And our card is there, right? The Scorpio card is there with Death. It's looking like, too many ideas, confusion. The Death card's walking right there like he wants to stomp all over it. And it's our passions that's doing it. Like, the Queen of Rods is looking at the Death card, and the Death card's looking at all these ideas and these cups. And let me tell you something, whatever that Death's walking toward, it's going to die. So we got to end all of that. Or it's like this path is a transformation of our passions. Of our passions into ideas, right? It's transformation of our passions into ideas. But I don't think it's going to lead much of anywhere. But we're going to get clarifiers on that path. The other path looks good. This path looks a little more confusing. All right, here's advice. We got the old devil there. We got old Saturn. Moloch, whatever you want to call him. The dark sun, the black sun. Got the King of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. It could be just like keep working. Keep your head strong, right? Don't let your vices, keep them in perspective. Keep your vices in perspective with our passions. Like I said, Scorpios can have a lot of passions, deep-seated passions. We represent sex and power. The base chakra, Malkuth. So yeah, we have to keep that in perspective. Keep our eyes on the prize. Keep other people's eyes on the prize even. Because we have a lot to give as Scorpios. We have a lot to show the world. A lot to change in the world even. Transformation up here. Now the outcome looks a little scary. It looks like we're very blind to the outcome, right? So some kind of ending, right? It says prosperity lies ahead, a new start is coming. But I guess a new start cannot come without an ending. And we're definitely clarifying this. And we can't see this ending. Look how blind we are in this. There's something coming to an end that we can't even see. I mean, it's coming to an end. Whatever it is done. And this new moon, I mean, it's basically saying set your intentions. The new start is coming, right? The new start is coming. Prosperity lies ahead. But it looks like we are going to have to let something die. And we can't. And what's weird is we can't even really see what this is. Whatever's about to die, we can't see. But we need to clarify that. We need to clarify that right now. What is it that we can't see? I need to know what it is that we can't see. Ooh, it's coming to an end. We can't see it. Let's see. Ooh. Okay. Well, got the Ten of Pentacles, the Prince of Cups, and the Lord of Dominion, which is the Two Wands. And this deck, this is the Thoth deck, designed by Aleister Crowley, right? Not that I promote to live like him, but he was a great occultist. He just went to war with the Golden Dawn, so he's kind of outcast, and then he went off the deep end after he supposedly had some kind of spiritual encounter with the guardian on the threshold in the desert. They called him Charanzan, I think, was the guardian of the threshold, which is supposedly the ruler of our world, which more or less is realistically in astrology Saturn. You get to Saturn, and that represents everything individually for the material individual. Then anything past that, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto is generally more of a collective energy for all of everyone on Earth. But yeah, looks like great wealth is coming. And it's going to make us really happy emotionally. And Dominion, what it means in this deck is that it's manifesting what you want in the material world, creating what you want in the material world. So whatever this ending is All it's saying is this is what it's bringing in. It's not whatever this is. It's not going to let us see it. The cards are like you can't see it, and if we can't, I mean, it makes sense, right? Because if the cards are saying you can't see it, it's like, look, this is what it's bringing, but I ain't giving you no specifics because you can't see it yet. You can't see it. You're not allowed to see it because the prosperity's coming. It says it right there. Prosperity lies ahead. A new start is coming. But if the cards also say in the future you can't see what it is yet, or you can't see what this ending is, it's not going to tell us, right? Because, right, we can't see. We're not allowed to see yet. And it's the great mystery, right? The world the life that we live. It's just that's what all of existence is the great mystery. So if it's like, hey, you can't see it, there's a reason we can't see it, and it ain't going to show it to us. But I think it's all good. I mean, like, we're getting the wealth, right? The wealth card's right there. That's what's coming. Let me see what this other path is over here. I like the path that we're on. I'm not really going to clarify that. It looks like love and balance. I think we just got to keep our emotions in check. We need to, like, I just wanted to stop. If you're with someone, keep it going. Keep the balance. See the love in the relationship. If you're not coupled, there may be love coming in, and it's going to be a good love. It's going to be a balanced love, and it's looking all good. Yeah, it's just all love and balance right there. But I want to see what this confusion is right here. The world, the wish, and strife. So in this deck, so this is the other path, right? So we got a wish here. Or at least we have great divine influence, right, with the star. But it's surrounded by strife, which is the 5 of rods in this deck. And it's the Lord of strife. And then you've also got the world, which is the ending of a cycle or completion, right? And maybe there's confusion about this ending. That's what I'm saying. We can't see what this ending is. Whatever this ending is, we can't see it. And this is an ending. And it may be painful, right? On this other path. It may be painful. Or there may be arguments or anger or squabbling, but we may have wished for it secretly and not even realize it, or it's what's best for us. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's best for us. And both these paths may be inevitable, right? It could be that your love life is good, because I would say that my love life's good. I mean, hopefully your love life's good, or there may be new love coming in. But this other path is saying that, there's a completion. There's a completion. It's the world. And it's divinely guided, though it may not be the easiest thing to get with. But how often is change really easy? It's not always. I mean, it can be sometimes if we flow with it, but it's not always like that. Fascinating. And the prosperity lies ahead. There's an ending, and it's going to lead to prosperity. Whatever this ending is, I mean, a lot of times endings can be painful, right? Like, and with both, like I said, with both the sun and the moon being in Cancer, with this new moon, there may be secrets that come to light, and we're the guardians of secrets, right? We're Scorpios. Secrets are our jam. So, I don't know if it'll be our secrets, but it could be somebody else's. But whatever that is, it may lead to, we learn something, and it leads to an ending because we learn about it, but it also leads to our own prosperity, which is interesting. Ooh, wants to stop. So I just want to see what this devil is real quick. Squabbling. Chariot. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, it could be it's like an argumentative type energy. You got the Chariot with the Tower and the 5 of rods. So that's kind of an argumentative type energy right there. Or squabbling. But it's being victorious. It's victory in between these two things. Like the crashing down or the ending of something, right? It's like everything's... Look at this dude in the middle with everything collapsing around him and all these people squabbling. Look how calm he looks. And he's just riding through victoriously. Like, again, like, that's what I said about the last devil. Or the last reading I did for Scorpio. It was like, the devil can't even stop us. And I just clarified the devil, and it's like, it's showing all this stuff around us trying to, like... And that's Scorpio's life, right? Like, Scorpios are one of the most successful signs, like, in general. They will always be because of their will. And they have to earn every bit of it. That's why there's so many powerful Scorpios in the world. Like, there's tons of them. Bill Gates. There's more presidents have been... I mean, Biden's a Scorpio, or he's a cusp. He might be a Sagittarius cusp. I can't remember. But there's more Scorpio presidents than anybody. More in the world as far as, like, leaders of countries. Most of them have been Scorpios. It's just the way it works. We represent power and money. We're a powerful sign, but we have to earn it. And the reason we get it is because even though anything tries to attack us and tries to take us down, we got the will. And the will does not give up. We have the will, we have the magnetism. We represent the will. And like this dude is just like, go ahead. I'm winning anyway. I'm winning anyway. I represent victory. I'm riding my chariot through the middle of this, and I don't care. And I'm going to get mine. I didn't even mean to clarify with this deck. See, I did that unconsciously. Ain't that crazy? But this was meant to happen. Because notice I was normally using this deck. And then I used that deck unconsciously to clarify. And it did it. Ooh, powerful stuff. I'm not even going to touch it. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave it alone where it's at. I like it. This looks like an interesting new moon for us Scorpios. It looks like something's coming to light. We're going to learn about something. Something is going to end one way or the other. I don't think it really has to do. I think our love is good, like the love life aspect of things. This is something else. This is something else. But it's going to be different for each of us, right? With that 7 of Cups being there, it's going to be different. It's going to be different for every one of us. Many different ideas. It could be that we're done with that type of mentality, right? All that overthinking things, transforming our passions types of things, alchemy, transmuting our sexual passions, which Scorpios are very strong in that, and using it for something more productive and channeling it. And again, the devil ain't going to stop us, because right there we got the chariot just riding all over his face. We're not going to let our own dark side. I mean, I love integrating my dark side. I'm very open with my own darknesses, and I acknowledge them. All right, and I don't. And just because you have intrusive thoughts or dark feelings, integrate that stuff. Carl Jung, man, he figured it out. He knew what was up. Integrate that darkness. Make friends with the darkness in you, because if you don't, and you don't give it some space to exist, because it is there. If it's in your mind or in your feelings, it's there. If it doesn't give it space to exist and acknowledge it, it's going to burst forth. I mean, because you can't just ignore it. You can't push anything out. Not 3 things can long be hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. And if it's truly not that these are things that you would necessarily act on or anything. A lot of this stuff is collective unconscious or collective conscious negativity, right? Like all these things we see in the world, the movies we watch and stuff, it can make crazy thoughts in our head. But it doesn't mean that it's us. But we have to acknowledge that they were there and be like, oh, okay, well, I thought that, and then kind of trace back why you thought it, why you felt that way, and then kind of make friends with it. And then it at least holds a place, and then it'll be a whole lot less like irrational. It'll be a whole lot less like unbalanced, because it's at least being acknowledged. And as long as it's not unbalanced, like Carl Jung said, if you don't make the unconscious conscious, it will rule your life, and you will call it fate. But that ain't what it is. Like we have power over it, and that's that devil. That's what that devil represents. I think with that chariot there, we're doing that in spades. Can't nobody understand the darkness like the children of the darkness. And I hate to say that. And it's those, and I don't mean it in a negative way, in a pejorative way. Those that have seen the blackest dark find the brightest light. It's polarities. It's the way it works. It's the duality. Everything is balanced. It's not this or that. It's this and that. And realistically, when it comes to the individual, it's not this or that. It's you, and where you fall within that. And like the deeper you go this way, the more you're going to find of the other way. It's just the way it works. It doesn't just expand on one side. It expands on both. It doesn't go like this. Just go the way. It goes like this. So explore that. And I think Scorpios are really, really good at that, because we are, not only that, we are the investigators. Anyway, I hope this in some way helped or resonated in some way. I'd love to get more likes and subscribes and get some comments. I'm trying to grow the channel. I'm going to try to improve the channel once, if I can actually get the channel built up and big enough to where I actually have some viewers and some a reason to build it. But I'm going to keep trying to improve and make better readings. But that's really all I have. And I had a pretty good amount of Scorpio viewers from our first round, and I'm really grateful for that. Let's go Scorpio. And I hope to see you back again. Thank you for being here.